Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Old World as Babylonia. And just thinking about it, I feel like I'm doing reasonably well in this game. I'm only 1 point behind Hattie, and I think the main difference in this game is there hasn't been a runaway leader. Like in the previous game, Rome just went nuts because they were so huge and they obviously took out Carthage. Which I think the opposite might happen here, actually, because Rome and Carthage are neighbours once again. But there was a clear runaway AI that just blobbed out of control. So that hasn't happened this time, and that just might be because of the the random generation of the map, and it just happened that one of the AIs wasn't able to just grow so huge and then gobble up a neighbour. But what I'm going to be trying to do, I still don't think I'm going to win a victory on victory points here, so I'm still going for the ambitions. Hopefully it's not going to be like that last game where the final ambition it offered to me was just absolutely ludicrous. But we'll still aim for that because I'm on 7 of 10, and the 2 ambitions that I've got will be completed in, I did work it out at the end of the last video, it'll be like something like 7 turns or something. So we might actually be able to get an ambition that we can do. So I'm still going to try and I still think I'm going to go to war with Rome, because if I can take a couple of Rome cities, and Rome doesn't have that many cities, right? So it might be easy. It might also be a terrible idea, but it might be easy. But I am going to build up an army. I'm not just going to wade straight in. I want to be prepared. We're not bothered about tribe opinion and religion opinion. We want really foreign opinion. So let's go for that. What I'd like to do, I want things to stay really friendly with Carthage, and at the moment they are. Because I don't want Carthage going to war with me. My plan is to go to war with Rome, and with Carthage being my neighbour, I want them to leave me alone. Carthage have a lot of units floating around near my territory. I have no idea what they're doing with them. And I've kind of pulled a lot of my units back from the Roman front because I was worried about what all these units were doing. And I'm still a little bit worried about what they're doing. I mean, this guy's just been standing in a marsh for the last how many 100 years, just taking damage each turn. Of course, they can just walk through my territory now because we do have peace, but I suppose that's one thing. So I'm not overly concerned about that. So this is Rome. So, right, Rome can declare war here. So what have we got? So we can adopt Zoroastrianism. So here's an interesting thing then. Do we want to go to war with Rome? And potentially, because am I ready to go to war with Rome? That's the question here. You can get a promotion, so let's go and do that. Let's give you just focus. So, do I want to go to war with Rome? Because they're really not all that strong. Because they could start sending units my way, and I could potentially just farm their units as they come in. But I would prefer to go to war with them on my terms. There aren't really many places for me to land any units, though. Unless I'm at war with them where I can land in their own territory. And I'm a little bit short on boats as well. We don't want Zoroastrianism as the state religion. So, no, we are going to war with Rome then. Fine. It has been decided. We've already got a new ambassador, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to war with Rome. Now, this is the closest area here. Now, I've got to be careful with the boats, because I don't necessarily want Rome attacking my boats. So I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm also going to have to start bringing some more units forward and getting promotions and things where we can. I think the good thing right now... Let's go give you a general, actually. Heal in neutral territory. Let's start getting some generals on some of these units. I've got plenty of units that I can bring forwards if need be, right? We already have a job. Excellent damage versus melee units. 20%, yeah, 10% against melee units. We'll put you in there. So yeah, if we can just get a few generals in. Counterattacks during melee. Obviously, Yeah, so we want to get a few units down here. I am going to bring a few more units down. I'm going to put a few... I mean, we could try and just sort of fortify, but we don't want you in there. So yeah, let's start bringing some of these units down. Now, we are still working on some roads. I'm taking a big risk here, and that risk is hoping that Carthage leave me alone. They should do. Carthage should leave me alone. The plan is Carthage to leave me alone. But let's see how it goes. Let's bring that archer down here as well. Because I simply don't know what Rome's force size is going to be. Or where they're going to try and land an attack. That is a range. So yeah, I don't have many units up here to the north. So I've got to be a little bit careful. As you have a free range... Once you're finished with that Elder Poet, can you please work on a Arcadian Archer? I also need to get a Citadel so that we can get the upgraded archers. Let's get the workers doing something. So, we are kind of down here towards Rome. Is it worth getting something like a fort? Because forts can be built in neutral territory, right? So, we could come down here and build a fort. It might not be a bad idea. Now, you are building, or were building, a road. So we want to carry this on. Now, someone has said that there's a road 2 mode, and there is. It's Control and R. So if I press Control and R, and then I tell it where I want it to build the road 2, which in this case is here. I messed that up actually, because I clicked in the wrong place when I clicked and dragged. Cancel queue action. So make sure I've got the right unit selected. There we go. So Control R, and we want to build. Either way is just about the same speed, isn't it? We'll do this one because it's going to be closer to the coast, so that'll be easier for moving units around. But there's the road now queued up. We do have more workers now. You've been working on quarries. I don't think we necessarily need the courthouse. Quarries can still be useful. You could get a hamlet. You could get a citadel, actually. And we do need a citadel. We are going to have to buy the stone. So that's fair. I'm going to leave you here. I am going to anchor you for now. We will need some more boats. I don't know where all the rest of my naval units are. I've got one sitting around over here. Need to start bringing some of these guys back. You can harvest those fish, actually, while you're there. Let's bring another Arcadian archer forward. We're going to make the most of these units where we can. I think you guys can sort of stay here. If you're close by and you're on a spot that gives you some XP bonus, you might as well stay there for now, I think. So the Elder Officer is now completed here. I'd really like to be able to start building triremes instead of biremes. How many more Elder Specialists do we need? We need 2. How many are we working on? We're working on an Elder Poet there, and we're working on an Elder Poet there. So we are working on all of the ones that we need. So let's get another bireme, because if we want to get across to Rome, we're going to need ships. So we'll end the turn. Now I don't know. Yeah, Rome do have some units coming our way. Whether or not they will actually actively attack with those units, I don't know. They've got a lot of triremes around. Yeah, they may be just consolidating all of their ships to try and do us a nasty. I wonder if it would be worth getting Carthage to help me, or whether potentially getting Carthage to help me might just give them a chance to go to war with Rome, and that could be bad for me because we don't want Carthage taking over Rome. Because we could ask them to declare war on Rome, and they are angry with them. I think it's worth it. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get Carthage at war with Rome as well. We can always just nip in and try and ninja something. We do, like, no damage at all to these ships from there, so that's good to know. We haven't got any Roman ships coming in yet that we can see. So we do want to keep moving some units forward where we can. And I know these units aren't getting XP when I'm bringing them all down here. But I just really want to have them close by so that we do have the option to attack if we need to. Let's move you forward. And then I can get you down here as well. I know you're on it. No, that is a barracks. That's a range. They're very similar looking. So yeah, I'm going to put my ships together. I think mostly because I want to be able to defend a little bit. There is another ship. I'm sure I had more ships than that. I'm sure I had at least 3. No, I've got 4. Where are the others? Oh, you're the ones that were... yeah, I've got 3 across here, of course. So I don't think I necessarily need to have all of these units here. Let's get the one with the most promotions, which is this one. Let's try getting you back home, and then we'll put a unit in here. Now, I do need to get my... I do need to get the settler across here. The settler is coming. Can we rush the settler? Can't afford to do it, really. Because once I get the settler across there, it'll make life a lot easier. I think I'm going to leave the rest of these units up there. As a living god, you notice your earthly husband in a sullen state of late. On questioning, he feels that his partner is a living god. He should be given a suitable title. So I can give him the title of God's Consort, which will use 10 of our orders. Or we can become disappointed and we can become pious. Let's see. Let's get all of our workers and stuff done before we'll see how many orders we have left. So let's get another fort here. Obviously, got to buy the stone. You have finished the lumber mill. That's suggesting a stronghold. I mean, it's more orders, right? If we build another stronghold. Or does it make more sense to get the nets? I think it makes more sense to get the nets. Because money. And culture. This city definitely wants things like theatres and baths. We do want to be building ships, so maybe we do want more wood, though. So I think we are going to go in and get a couple of lumber mills, but we'll work our way up to those. You have finished building a road. This is suggesting another citadel. Let's go for that. You have finished building a barracks, and it's suggesting a lumber mill there. But I think we're going to... And it's actually also suggesting a citadel. I mean, they are expensive. Yeah, do we get a citadel? Let's get another citadel. More stone. Can I not? Oh, I can't even afford the stone anyway. In that case, why are you recommending it to me? It's a terrible idea. Let's go over here and get the nets. And then we've got one more unit. And it's suggesting a farm. And food isn't great. And there's an adjacency bonus. So let's go and do that. In terms of military units, I don't really think right now that I need to move any. I don't think Rome are going to attack up here, are they? So let's move you down. That's not... No, that is the unit I wanted to move. Okay. So leave you there. Everyone else, I think, can just stay put for now. Yeah. We're not immediately under attack. I mean, that might change very soon. But I think everyone else can just stay still for now. And we can go back and do that event. Actually, what's the other event? Oh, you can get an upgrade. Cultivator. So that would give us some more food, some money, some culture, some growth. Or naturalist. That's not going to make too much of a difference. Or we can upgrade your courage. Let's make you a cultivator. And then that leaves us 10 orders left. Let's give you the God Consort one. We've got a couple of cities that have got nothing to do. So you have finished the moat. You don't have a lot of interesting things that you could work on, do you? Because we don't have any money left. We could potentially get a byreme. So yeah, let's get another byreme. I know ships aren't the most exciting thing, but we are going to need them. And we've got one more city, which is this one here. You have just completed an Acadian archer. We could get a war elephant. You don't have a moat. Let's get a war elephant because, you know, we can afford one. Okay, let's send the year. And let's see what Rome decide to do. I mean, they might start trying to pillage some of my improvements, but I don't think they've really... I don't think they're in a position to attack me. I mean, they've landed a scout next to me. So they are moving some units around. I don't know how good the AI is in this game. It might be very clever in trying to do things like that. A free trireme. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. We definitely need ships. Again, they don't appear to have moved any ships around here. They've got 2 ships up here. They're not anchored. I can potentially get within range of these and do them some damage. It might be enough to convince them to go away. And we're not going to take them out. Now, there was a scout that landed somewhere as well. Where did that scout land? I've lost him now. He could be in trees, actually. But there was a scout that landed right next to my territory, who I can now not see at all. And there was another ship somewhere. There was one here. I think that one moved off. Okay, let's go and put you... Oh, there isn't a range there, is there? Okay, that's fine. No, right, let's look at our builders. So we could get some more strongholds in here. I'm not necessarily sure that we need them. Let's go and get the baths. Again, we've got to buy the stone. We do not have a lot of gold coming in right now. This is suggesting a harbour. That would actually be good to get. Just hope their ships leave us alone. You finish that farm there. Now, Babylon could actually do with a citadel, but they're not going to be able to afford it here. Let's move you over there and we'll skip your turn for this one. Because, in fact, what could we get a market here? Yeah, look how much a market would be worth. 75 gold a turn. We can sell some iron because we've got loads of it. And then we could go ahead and get a market in there. Hold control to replace the farm and alt to spend the money. So we're going to just replace the farm with a market. So a lot of military units here. We do have a decent amount of training and we've got some free orders. So it probably makes sense to promote a few units. Not necessarily these ones. Show me, you can't reach him from there. Yeah, it's not my intent to promote every unit, but I think some of them could certainly do with a promotion or two. Give you a promotion, give you guard actually. Give you... Oh, combat 2, very nice. What can you have? Just a relatively cheap promotion. Tracker, having some extra vision would be useful, especially when you're on the coast. What about you? Yeah, you can have tracker. Could have given them eagle eye as well, I suppose. You can get... Bloodthirsty might be nice on you, actually. There's another one that we can do. Let's give you focus 2. So, yeah, just trying to get some... Oh, that's an expensive one. Yeah, I don't want to do that one. But just trying to get a few on there. Yeah, ships are going to stay here. I really want to bring those other ones down, but at the same time, I really want to get the settler across and get that other one started. You have finished the trapper. It's probably worth getting a woodcutter. I can't build macemen yet either, can I? Which is problematic. We could get another spearman. Let's get a spearman. We really want to make sure that we've got an army that can deal with this. Your promotion will be really expensive. Your promotion is cheap as nothing. Let's give you brave. And yeah, let's just have everybody else just kind of sit. I'm gonna give you a promotion, I suppose. Let's give you focus. And one more. Let's give you marksman. Okay, I've got an achievement ready. So obviously the game thinks that this is a good number of units to have. And you're just going to sit down there, basically. Let me just put you on. Just stop it. Okay, let's end the year. And we'll just do this last turn. Yeah, so he's attacking my... well, he's actually attacking my worker. They want to lose a worker. Did I lose the worker or did the worker survive? No, I lost the worker. That was unfortunate. I knew I shouldn't have gone into the water with that worker. Oh, well, it is what it is. I'm going to keep pinging at these ships. It's annoying, but it is only a worker. So, the court wishes to gain the cooperation of Carthaginians in a campaign against Rome. They require some persuasion. So I could send Carthage 4,000 gold. And you know what? I can afford that. If I sell some iron... now Carthage are at war with Rome as well. Now that could end up being bad for me because Carthage could end up taking a big chunk out of Rome and that could be problematic. But we'll see how it goes. You have... What do we want to do with you? Again, let's get another lumber mill. I do need to get those things there. So let me just do the cities first. This city is not working on anything. You've completed the woodcutter. I'm going to go and get another... worker here because obviously we've just lost one. I'm going to take this unit and I'm going to start firing at... Let's fire at the one that's got the least health. I can't reach with either of these two units. I mean, it might come back over, we'll see. But it's good now because Carthage have got a lot of ships as well. So hopefully Carthage are going to start dealing with those Roman ships. I've got this... This is a bireme. So let's start getting you... down here. I need to keep you mostly in my own waters where possible. This war elephant can't do anything to these, which is a bit of a shame. We can't, can we? No, we can't do anything with those. It's just giving me the warning, obviously, because there's a hostile unit nearby. You guys stay up here. As for all the rest of you, again, it doesn't look like they're bringing any units in here, which makes me worry. It's like, are they going to attack? And if they are, which direction are they coming from? I think I'm actually going to move you back up a little bit and just stick you onto the range to get some XP and bring forward another unit. What I should then do is have my melee units standing in the forts, because that's kind of the reason they're there, right? So let's put all these units there. Because this is the closest bit of land, which is where I assumed they would attack from. Okay, let's have a look what we've got on here. You need to do something. You've done the bireme. We could get another spearman. We could get a... You've got some discontent. We probably need a moat. Let's get a moat. Okay, farewell, sister. So our sister has died. That just gives us an XP boost. Unexpected personal connections have opened up a direct channel to the leaders of Hatti or Egypt. The court seeks to improve relations with both nations, but we should proceed with caution. Let's improve things with Hatti because they were the highest up. In an act of solidarity, citizens of Kirasura are volunteering in droves. They wish to show their local pride. We can command them to work or fight. So we can gain a worker or gain an axeman. Now, both could be useful. I think where I'm going to take the worker. A trusted advisor informs you that for better or worse, your son is showing signs of taking after his father. He can become proud, warlike, or cruel. He's become cruel, of course. The spy master has died in office. Let's get a new one. Hopefully not one that causes discontent. That one gives us a few more orders. A chancellor's died in office as well. Why does everybody keep dying? Let's put you in also. Okay, what have we got then? We have a worker. What do I want to do with you? Again, lighthouse. A harbour would be nice, but there's a lot of Roman ships floating around. Although I don't think they're going to come all the way in here. So let's attempt the harbour. And that is basically all I can do on this turn. It's certainly going to be interesting to see how this pans out with Carthage in a war with Rome. But what I need to do is as soon... and the good thing is they're not sort of directly connected. They do have this mountain in the way, but hopefully the AI doesn't just focus on the player like it does on Civ. If they send even a fraction of their force to the east to deal with Carthage, it'll make it a lot easier for me to swoop in here and try and take Rome. So that's kind of the plan, you know, we're a reasonably close distance for me to try and land a load of units here and do them some damage. So that is what I'm going to be concentrating on the next few videos. I do have those 3 other biremes up here, and my intent is to move those out of the way once I get the settler on this tile. And yeah, that shouldn't take too long. Can't see too many other Roman units around. Don't know where that scout went. He's probably hiding in trees somewhere. But I guess we'll find out how this goes on the next video. In terms of our ambitions, so we've got 6 years to get... let's have a look at these cities. We've got 6 years to get the Forum 4, and that'll be done in 2. So that's not a problem. We could get a governor in there, actually. But yeah, so in 2 years we'll have the Forum 2. And then in 2 years, we will have both of the Elder Poets. So in 2 more years, we'll be on 9 of 10 ambitions. We're still only 1 point behind Hetty in terms of victory score. If I settle this other city over here, wherever it is, if I settle this other city, that'll give me an instant extra victory score point as well. If I can rob a few from Rome, that will help even more. Of course, there's always the potential that Carthage might take some from Rome anyway. But we'll see how that goes in a future video. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this series. If you are, please do consider leaving a like. Once again, I welcome all of your comments, feedback, pointers in the comment section. They are really, really useful, really helpful. Thank you very much for those of you who have already been doing that. I will see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.